you find out that you would be out, you would be sent out right over here? You would be sent out there with the coin toss at the beginning of the game.
It was the night before the game when Pete Carroll told me, he said, would you like to join in with Max Crosby and Geno Smith and AJ? So I was like, yeah, like, why not? And like, just to represent the rookies and myself, you know, especially how far I came and on the field, it's just, yeah, it was a very proud moment.
Not only are you learning football, you're learning it at the highest level on the planet Earth, basically. How daunting has that been, and how enlightening has it been to learn football at this level?
Yeah, it's been really scary for me. You know, it's like at the start it wasn't easy to like start to learn from the defensive side. Now I switched to offense. You know, the whole playbook of the offense just like crazy to me, especially with the numbers and the words that you gotta know and the assignments you gotta go through the field. So, but yeah, I was struggling at the start, but then when I had the voice to speak up to the coaches, hey, I need help with the plays. So yeah, that's the easy part to get me work through. So yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what was your level of knowledge of football currently?
Right now at the moment it would be 7 and a half.
Where did you start off at?
I was at like 2. Yeah, I was at 2 or 1. I know a little bit of football at the start, so yeah, that was because I was learning at the defensive side. I thought I was confident on learning defense,
right.
But when Pete Carroll came up to me like, hey, we want you to play an offense, so that's how I came through. So yeah.
How much did having a rugby background kind of help you springboard into football and to learn some of the concepts?
It's been helping me a lot, especially with how the players go, especially the veterans. Like it's very aggressive on the field. Like have that mindset on the field. You just gotta be ready at all costs. And you know, once you make wrong mistakes, and you just gotta think about, hey, what's the next play? You know, you just gotta know what's the next thing, what's the next job. You know, it's just that's how my mindset's gotta go through right now in this NFL. So yeah.
There's been a pretty positive reaction to your performance in the game last week. How did you feel about your performance?
I mean, I feel like I still need to learn what more on the ball game. So, you know, especially I was looking through the tapes, and I got to work on my footwork and hand placement. So, there's some stuff I got to work on, but at least there's some positive on the media saying that this kid only learned like a couple months. It's just it's how far you came through and get on the field and work with your teammates. So yeah, that was a positive thing I looked through in the media. So yeah.
What got you to start?
For you? Was it a fun experience?
Oh yeah. It was a fun experience, especially with learning the new cadences, and you gotta understand them on the field because the crowd gets really loud, and you just gotta keep going through with the plays and get to know the cadences there. That's the one I was working on. So yeah.
I think you said in the past that a friend kind of got you to start playing football. What went into that decision for you to kind of give it a chance and transition from rugby?
Oh, you said that question.
I said, what got you to kind of start playing football, to kind of give it a go?
That's a good question. Back home in rugby, I was trying to figure out where my career was going to be. I thought rugby was my one-way ticket to the professional, but it's just it wasn't working out throughout the whole year last year. One of the guys that owns a burger joint. I don't know if you guys heard the story. He's the owner. His name's Ben Umata, but his nickname goes by Sweet. He's a really sweet person. He can be aggressive on you sometimes, but it's just brotherly love. But he's the one that came up to the question and said, "Man, you should try something new. Try like NFL." And that's how I had to think through the whole process. Like, should I do this? Because I know this journey is gonna be a long one for me. So, I said to my parents, I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in this career, but if I gotta do something, I might as well do it. So I just prayed and prayed to God and be like, yeah, that was my answer to get through the football process. So yeah.
Lucky, you obviously learning the game is difficult, but you're coming from a physical game and now you get to wear pads.
Yes, sir.
Is the physical part of American football a little bit easier because you're wearing pads, whereas the learning the new game is difficult? Talk about that balance, would you?
Yeah, putting on the pads on the first day, it was like really dreadful for me because going on the field, like you got 10 pound pads on you and a helmet on top of you, so yeah, it wasn't easy for me just to get through it, but I gotta get used to it, and that's the main thing. That was tough, I can't lie, but I just got used to it throughout the whole camp and the OTA, so yeah.
Who among the Raiders would be a good rugby player, and what position would they play in rugby?
Ooh, I'll say JBJ. He's really good. He's got like the build. He's a 6'4", 6'3", 6'2". He's got a nice build. He's got really strong arms, really strong legs. So he's very fit on the field. So yeah.
You've mentioned conversations with Pete Carroll a few times. Did you even know Pete Carroll this time last year? What was your first memory of knowing him or meeting him?
No, I actually did not know Pete Carroll last year. I was just trying to work through my career at the whole point, and meeting him in person, I was like, man, this guy has an aura, and it's just walking up to him in front of him, just shake his hands, and it was a really true blessing, and I had to search him up on that first day on OTA. I had to what's his name, what's his background, but get to know him and learning from him, it was crazy. It was a crazy story. So yeah.
You've definitely been on his radar, and he's taken an interest in your growth as a player. What have some of the interactions with the two of you been like as he helps you develop as an NFL player?
Yeah, he's been really helpful for me. It's just he just tells me like, once you get on the field, like you don't know the game. You can make mistakes, but I know back in my head, I don't want to make mistakes. I want to try be the best as I can on the field and get the best reps on the field. So just to prove people that international kids can play football. But yeah, Pete Carroll is just he's probably the best. He's like another dad to me. So yeah, he's a blessing. So.
Let's do
Like-
2 more.
Lucky, at your size, your ability to move is freakish. I mean, it's just the reality at your size. Did you play any other sports? Like, did you play basketball? Did you play soccer? Did you play anything else? Where does that versatility
Yeah,
come
I was playing basketball in high school. I wasn't great, it's just I was very unfair on the court. It's just sweating, having my sweat on the floor, like having the other players chip down. But yeah, that was the other sport I played. But yeah, that was it.
Have you been able to connect with Jordan Mailata, and how big of an inspiration is he for you, a guy that entered the league in 2017 and now he's a Super Bowl champion and
Yeah.
Pro?
Yeah, he's being probably the biggest inspiration for me. Seeing him at the camp at the IPP International Players Pathway, he's really good on his own words, like telling me wherever you go to, wherever team you go, make sure you work hard and just prove people wrong, because that's how you win in life. So it's just Jordan Mailata, now that he won the Super Bowl, that just proves a lot from all the international players that can go through NFL. So yeah, hopefully one day I can do that. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.